Hi everybody, welcome to Cut the Kibble. I'm Paula and this is Miss Bella, my 11-year-old Bichon, who I've been home cooking for since she was 6 months old. Today, I'm not in the kitchen. I'd like to talk to you about Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is always like I don't want to say it's a nervous time for me, but every year I get a turkey, right? I cook the turkey and I put it on the counter. And then my husband does the job of carving it. And that's when I get nervous because, you know, people are around smelling it and trying to pick from the turkey and there's bones everywhere. And I'm just freaking out because we've had experience one Thanksgiving where I think it was like a turkey wing bone fell on the floor from the cooked turkey. And this little girl grabbed it and went into the other room under a chair. And I screamed bloody murder. I really did. You know, dogs should never, ever, ever have cooked bones. What happens is the raw bone is cooking in the oven and it's drying out. So if the dog eats that, it's a dry bone and it has all these splinters on it. So it's going to go down their esophagus and into their gut in splinters, and it could cause major problems for your dog. So this video today, I wanted to talk about Thanksgiving and what not to give your dog. Maybe you're having people over this Thanksgiving. Hopefully not a lot because it's COVID and we need to be careful. But I think that, first I want to say, I think that feeding food, real people food to dogs has gotten a bad rep over the years because we have not really known about what to feed a dog for a whole people food until the past maybe 15 years. And I still have visions of going to my mother-in-law's house for Thanksgiving when my kids were small, and she would make a huge meal. And she had these two dogs that she never brought in the house, which I always thought was very sad. I would never, well, I'm not going to judge her. Anyway, and she would get food for the dinner for the dog, and she would put turkey in it and the sweet potatoes and the casserole, and then she would put a big glob of fat from the turkey and the gravy. Of course, gravy, we know, has fat in it. And I just thought that was disgusting. And then guess what? The dog got sick. And she's like, I have no idea how Fooster got sick. Well, duh. Look what you gave the dog. Okay? So anyway, today's video is about what not to give your dog at Thanksgiving. Because let's face it, Thanksgiving is all about being with friends and family, which we're not doing that much this year, and eating. And you're gonna have your little dog right under the table. When things fall, that dog's gonna wanna get it. So, turkey's fine. Actually, turkey is great. There's something in turkey that actually makes the dog get relaxed. So that's wonderful. But what you don't wanna give the dog is, again, bones. You don't want to give the dog turkey skin or the fat because the skin has fat in it and fat is fat, and they can get bad diarrhea from that, or even worse, pancreatitis. I always talk about pancreatitis. I'm very careful about not giving my dog a lot of fat. A little fat is good, don't get me wrong. All right, now what other foods for the Thanksgiving table should you not give your dogs? Well, stuffing is a very popular food, but one of the main ingredients in stuffing is onions. And dogs should never have onions. They can get kidney failure from that. So no stuffing for dogs. Now, sweet potatoes, we know I do sweet potatoes in rotation for her meals. But the sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving have a lot of sugar in it, you know, and you don't want to give a dog sugar. It's just not good for them. And all those casseroles, those green bean casseroles, broccoli casseroles, they're going to have cheese in it. Really should stay away from dairy, and they're going to have lots of butter, because butter is what makes food taste good. And again, butter is fat. Fat is not good for dogs. I have it written down so I don't forget anything. And then you have dessert. Of course, we know that dogs should not have chocolate, and what you have to be especially careful of is that there could be chocolate that, company brings over that is low sugar. Okay, Paula just said sugar's not bad. It's bad for dogs, so low sugar should be good. No, anything that you buy that says low sugar, look at the ingredients. I would say with 100%, it has xylitol in it. Xylitol is deadly for dogs. So you got to keep your dogs away from all those desserts. If you have a big dog that goes on all the counters, thank God she doesn't do that. No, you got to keep the dog away because they're going to get very, very sick. And of course, dogs should not have alcohol, right? And I'm Italian, so after the meal's all done, we would always have fruits on the tables. There would be persimmons and clementines and nuts and grapes. Okay, of that, what could dogs not have? Of course, dogs cannot have grapes, and dogs cannot have raisins. And for the nuts, dogs should never have macadamia nuts. They are not good for dogs, okay? So you're like, well, what am I supposed to give my dog? I have a playlist of at least 9 recipes with turkey. And I actually have one, which is leftover turkey to make a breakfast casserole. But if you wanted to whip up something special for your dog for Thanksgiving, you can get some turkey, add some collard greens in it, put a little ground pumpkin seed, put a little sweet potato, put some cranberries in it, and cook it all up. And then your dog will have his or her own special meal if that's what you want to do. But please be very careful of table scraps and those people that come over to your house that just keep on throwing food to your dog, okay? Because you don't want to end the holiday with having a sick pup. That's not fun for anybody. So this was a very short video, but I thought it was an important video to share with you. And my remote's not working, so I'm going to have to get up and shut the video off. But if you celebrate Thanksgiving, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving, a healthy Thanksgiving, and just keep eating the good food to keep your immune system up. All right, that's it from Cut the Kibble.